Welcome to the Stronger Date Journey channel. I'm your host Craig, and today I take you an anniversary, the first anniversary of the accident on the 6th of December 2024 that changed my life forever. Please be with me. If you haven't checked my channel out yet, like and subscribe. You can share it as well. Because here we take you through the raw stuff, the deep stuff. Maybe unfiltered, but this is my story. This is my journey how to become a stronger dad, a better person, a better spouse, to ensure that my decisions in life can relate to any other person out there, especially fathers in society, to make better choices, better decisions. I'm not here to preach on anybody. I'm just here to give you an example in a true life experience what happened to me on that day. That day especially was my staff function, my end of year function, which was supposed to be a happy, joyful day. To be honest, that day I did not think I was in the mood to go to the staff function. I was quite hesitant that morning. It was a normal work day first. I had to finish my daily duties and then prepare for the end of year function. Strangely, in summer last year, that day it was actually raining a lot. The roads was wet, dark, and at the same time that night, my wife had a social event for herself as well with her colleagues. And strangely enough, we were about a few hundred meters apart from each other on the same day. I remember I left the house to go to the function, to the venue like at 1. I got there just before 2. As Kuilsrivier Road is very, very full, lots of traffic, and they were actually busy with repairs on the road, maintenance on the road. I got to the venue just after 2, did some normal pickups, some grown-up drinks, as they say, for the night, as me and my wife used to go fetch our kids at the in-laws, at their grandparents, because they could not go with us. And they were technically in Crystal, so that was the reason we could drop them there. I arrived at the function. It was nice. The vibe was good. The music was good. People were joyful. You know, that round camera thing, taking photos, chatting, cliques, sitting here and there. I had my booze in the car, but I actually took out an alcoholic drink, so I decided I'm not going to drink that night. 2024 was a hectic year due to other personal reasons which attributed to the whole thing. Not solely the reason, but a huge contributing factor. So we got there, speeches was done, photos taken, now tummy is full, now it's party drinking. And one of my colleagues decided nobody doesn't have anything, so I decided, okay, let's go take my one. I bought vodka, it's in the car, we just need to get the mixer at the bar. Strangely enough, I was actually awaiting an outcome of an interview that I had for internal promotion, and that just triggered the realization that I didn't make it. Like I said, it's not a precursor or an excuse what happened, but it certainly did contribute towards it. A backstory: 2024, September, the 28th, I lost my father. He succumbed to illness due to cancer, and that was a sad one to deal because me and my father was very close. Couldn't say best friends because you're not allowed to be best friends with your father. So that took a toll. So that setback and into the promotion, another setback, and I just said, screw this, come let's go drink. almost a moment like was bothering me all the time was as I exited the venue to go to the where we were sitting and having our drinks, I kept on seeing the car. I kept on seeing the car, kept on seeing the car. The road that the venue was, it is very dark. There's no street lights. Lots of concealed driveways. Um, Very industrial with farming and lots of places you can host events. But the concealed driveways was the issue with lots of heavy loaded trucks. And as the night got along, I got sidetracked with time. I didn't check my phone. As juices was flowing, everything was just going nice. I missed about 4 or 5 calls from my wife. But my idea was always to get the pick up as I coming home. I was on the way back to pick up. It so happens at the same time that I left, just after 8, not sober, drunk, I drove into a truck, a very, very big truck. I was probably doing like 100, 110, 120 max, could be even less. I was scared and very agitated because of being intoxicated, and I just needed to get to my wife, get to my wife, get to my wife. Nikki, 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 I need to get Nikki, I need to pick up. And the strange part of that is, if I left earlier or a few minutes later, I'll probably not be here today. That is due to the fact that it could be a saving grace. It was definitely a saving grace. Is that a female nurse actually got me on the accident. She could phone my wife, she could phone the paramedics, and they could establish which facility could take me that time of the night because it's Friday night and it's very late. Thinking back, the paramedics struggled to get me out. They had a hard time assessing my injuries because I was belligerent. I wasn't the most friendly patient, if you can put it like that. They sedated me a lot to calm me down. I blanked in and out, obviously, blackout here, blackout there. And as I found myself, I woke up the Saturday morning in hospital, enormous pain, even though I was heavily sedated. The first thing I did was like keep on feeling my face, what's wrong? And then my breathing was very hampered, and the tubes in my nose, my chest was very sore. I woke up with Nikki at my feet, that's my wife, touching my feet, and I just started crying because I realized this is not where I'm supposed to be, and because I was supposed to be at the crash function of my daughter's last year at crash. Look where I'm at. I didn't even make that. The nurse, the doctor on duty that night said that they operated me already. Strange, I couldn't believe because, look at me, yeah, and no clothing on and everything, hospital gear. And then she told me that they fixed my femur that I broke in the accident. And I'm just wiggling my toes to make sure I'm not paralyzed. And that was due to being scared, frightened, and this was just a whole emotional roller coaster. I must admit, I was, and I'm still to this day, very embarrassed, ashamed of what my actions contributed, led to, and the emotional effect that they had on my wife and my kids when they saw me, that was traumatizing. The pain was unbearable, to be honest, both the emotional and the physical. It was confirmed by the doctor that I actually broke my pelvis as well. And then that operation could only be done on that Friday coming due to stabilize my body, due to the fact that I had a major operation already, where they fixated my femur, intermedural operation. I'm sure people will know what it means. Seeing the in-laws, seeing my kids, that was intense. So now I had to lay in ICU, surgical ICU, for recovery. Friends and family came to visit. Um, couldn't see my kids. They had to sneak them in quickly because they're not allowed in ICU. And when you lay there, you have all the thoughts in the world. How stupid could I be? How lucky I am? And in later video, I will discuss the visitations of the professors, the orthopedic side of it, and even deeper, scarier thing that I would never do is able to talk to a psychologist assessing me. I will go into the rehab with a physiotherapist. That was also intense. So I would like you to go with my journey. Stronger man, stronger dad journey. Where we will look in depth my recovery, the learnings, the winnings, the losses. What I take from this life-changing event. Where I will delve a bit deeper into my history with alcohol, the subsequent decision I had to make, adjusting my lifestyle due to factors like cancers in my family that took both my mom and my dad, which is very close to my heart. And all I can ask is stick with me through the journey. I will share a lot of intimate details, which I'm not used to doing because I'm actually very much introverted. But I created this channel to explain trauma, especially polytrauma and trauma that men go through in life, especially in South Africa. So when you read this, when you get to watch this, please subscribe and like. You can share it as well with my Stronger Dad Journey channel. And we take this forward. I'll see you soon.